So good morning, students. So let us start the session. Okay. So pattern classifier and introduction and bias classifiers. In yesterday class, we discussed about what is classification. So classification involves prediction which class an item belongs to. Some classifiers are primarily resulting in a yes or no decision. So what it means? So you are taking some uh, input data, and so based on the input you are going to predict yes or no as an answer. And other are multi-classable, to classify and categorize an item into a several categories. Okay, so what it means, so for example, you are going to take a fruit. Now this fruit belongs to which type, and without saying that, you can assume, so based on the inputs in your mind, you are going to determine that that fruit belongs to which type. Okay, in this context, a neural network is one of several machine learning algorithms that can help to solve classification problems. Its unique strength is its ability to dynamically create complex prediction function and emulate human thinking in a way that no algorithm can. There are many classification problems for which neural network yield the best results. Okay, so some of them are, so logistic regression, so decision trees algorithm, so random forest algorithm, so Navi based classifier, and it's a k nearest neighbor. So logistic regression is a, it's a binary classifier, and decision tree algorithm, it's a multi classifier, and so random forest algorithm is, so multi classifier. Navi based classifier is also a multi classifier, and k nearest neighbor is multi classifier. There are several properties that pattern classifier should possess. If one wants to create his own classifier, then that classifier should possess the following properties in order to sustain along with the other classifiers. Artificial neural networks are one of the best pattern classifier of all time. So this is the theory, and we have different properties in that. So following are the some of the properties that pattern classifier should follow. The first one is online adaptation. Online adaptation. A pattern classifier should be able to learn the new classes simultaneously along with the refining of old classes without destroying the old class patterns. So online adaptation is nothing but it's a pattern classifier and should be able to learn so new classes so simultaneously, say along with refining old classes. So that means the old knowledge will be refined and without destroying the old class patterns. Okay, so this property is referred to as an online adaptation or online learning. So each time each time, so when new class information is added to the neural network, it should be added along with old class information. Otherwise, the old class information get lost during the addition of new class information. Okay, just wait 1 minute. Okay, so online adaptation is nothing but the new classes. You should be learn to new classes and simultaneously along with refining of old classes without destroying the old class patterns. So this property is referred to as an online adaptation or online learning. Each time when new class information is added to the neural network, it should be added along with old class. So information, otherwise older class information get lost during the addition of newer class information. Just wait. Okay. And so non-linear separability. This is another property. A pattern classifier should be able to create a decision region that able to separate non-linearly separatable classes for any shape and in any dimension. So non-linear separability. That means if you are taking any classifier that should be able to create a decision. So that means based on that, it's going to predict either true or false. So overlapping classes. A good pattern classifier should have the ability to, so from a decision boundary that minimizes the amount of some misclassification of the overlapping classes. So Bayes classifier is the most prevalent method of minimizing some overlapping classes. In this class, we are going to discuss about this Bayesian algorithm. So before that, we are going to discuss some properties. So training time. Training time. The success of the algorithm is determined on the basis of the time required to learn objective function for creating decision boundaries for a class. So now, so training time is nothing but normally for in 100% of data, you are going to use 80% of data for training. 80% of data you are going to use for training, and this is 20% data is a sample to test. So most of the algorithms takes hundreds of millions of processes to maximize or minimize the objective function. So example of such algorithms are back propagation, so Boltzmann machine, so cascade, so correlation. So that means, so for this training, so how much time the system takes, how much time that we are calling as a training time. That means the success is depends on this training time. So next property is soft and hard decision. So pattern classifier should provide so both soft and hard decision. The hard or crisp decision either 0 or 1. While soft decision provides a value that provides the degree of which pattern fits in the class or not. That means the hard decision is nothing but it directly indicates that either 0 or 1. 0 or 1. So coming to soft decision, it provides a value that is lies between 0.5 like this, 0.3. That means the degree to which pattern fits in the class or not. The soft and hard decisions provides by pattern classifier should be interconvertible also. And verification and validation. It is important that the pattern classifier have a mechanism for verification and validation of its performance. So verification is nothing but the system is working correctly or not. So validation is nothing but the output is correct or not, the output is expected output or not. Okay. And so counter plots, scatter plots, and closed form solutions are the mechanisms used to perform this function. So that means, so counter plots, scatter plots is nothing but the data will be displayed graphically. So now In that, you are going to identify that the data is valid or not. Valid or not. Yes, right? Okay. So next property is tuning parameters. Tuning parameters. The tuning parameters are those parameters that are used to control the learning of pattern classifiers. Learning of pattern classifiers such as learning rate is back propagation. So that means the tuning parameters are those parameters that are used to control the learning of pattern classifiers. So these parameters are used to for learning. A pattern classifier should have so lesser tuning parameters. So during the learning process, or if such tuning parameters are there, then the effect of these parameters on learning must be lesser. So that means if the tuning, so based on the tuning only, the rate will the learning rate will, so based on these tuning parameters. So a pattern classifier should have so lesser tuning parameters means, so during the learning process, or if such tuning parameters are there, then the effect of the parameters on learning must be lesser. That means if the tuning is less, then the learning is also less. For ideal classifiers, for ideal classifiers, there are no tuning parameters. Okay. All these are the properties. So next one, non-parametric classification. Non-parametric classification. So parametric classification requires a prior knowledge about the underlying probability density function of each class. With this information, it is possible to construct a reliable classifier. If this information is not present, then the classification is termed as non-parametric classification. So if this information is not present, so that means the parametric classification requires a prior knowledge about underlying probability density function. If this information is not present, then the classification is we call termed as a non-parametric classification. Okay, so this is the theory part. So now we see the bias classifier. So classifiers. So what is this bias classifiers is based on the probability. Based on the probability. A probability based classifier is based on the Bayes algorithm. Here we are taking the probability based calculations. So we say that the Bayes algorithm is based on probability. A Bayesian classifier is based on the idea that the role of a class is to predict the values of features for member of that class. For that member of that class. The idea behind the Bayesian classifier is that if an agent knows the class, if the agent knows the class, it can predict the values of the other features. So what it means? So for example, you know that you are going to identify the type of the fruit, for example. So for example, you have some parameters in your mind. So now if I give a fruit to you, and without seeing that fruit, you are going to identify that it's a type of the fruit. Then you are going to identify that, you are going to predict that, so based on the some features of that fruit. Is it correct or not? Okay, the idea behind a Bayesian classifier is that if an agent is nothing but you knows the class, it can predict the value of the other features. The model is based on assumption that the features are conditionally independent. Conditionally independent. So what it means? When you close your eyes, you are going to assume that some features, you are going to assume some features, smell, and the long length of that fruit, all these things, and you think that it is conditionally independent. Okay, and so these are the advantages. These are the advantages. A probability based classifier is based on, sorry, so these are the advantages. So fast and accurate for prediction, low computation cost, efficient on large data set. It can be used with multiple class prediction problems and performs well in the case of text analytics problems. Okay, and we have disadvantages also. So these are the disadvantages. So very sensitive. That means, so based on the input what we gave, it can give the result. In case of overlapping or unknown categories, the accuracy may be reduced. Okay, now we see, so what is the Bayesian rule? So Bayes rule, the Bayes theorem has been called the most powerful rule of probability and statistics. So Bayesian rule, so Bayesian algorithm is works based on the probability. It describes the probability of an event, so based on prior knowledge of conditions that may be related to the event. Here, so P of, the formula for Bayesian rule is, so P of A by B equals to, so P of B by A into P of A by P of B. So this is the formula for Bayesian rule. Okay, so now we see Bayes classifier. So by using this formula, if you get any problem, now you are going to solve that problem with the help of this simple formula. So probability of A by B equals to probability of B by A into probability of A by probability of B. So Bayes classifier. A probability based classifier is based on the Bayes algorithm. A probability based classifier is based on the Bayes algorithm. Here we are going to use the probability. Okay. A Bayesian classifier is based on the idea that the role of a class is to predict the value of features for the members of that class. So members of that class. We discuss with one example in few minutes. The Bayesian classifier is based on the idea that the role of a class is to predict the values. So predict the values of features for members of that class. You are going to predict. The idea behind a Bayesian classifier is that if an agent knows the class, it can predict the values of the other features. The model is based on an assumption that the features are conditionally independent. Okay, now we discuss with one example. Okay, so consider the given data set. Okay, so consider the given data set, apply Navier-Bayes algorithm and predict that if the fruit having the following properties, then which type of fruit it is.